Welcome! Today, we're going to talk about a simple but honestly incredibly powerful technique for communicating with a loved one who's living with dementia. It's a small change that can make a huge difference in your day-to-day life.
You know, this quote from Pam, it really hits home for a lot of caregivers, doesn't it? It's that feeling of, am I doing this wrong? There has to be a better way. Well, today we're going to break down one key shift that can help turn those really tough interactions into moments of real connection.
So, let's dive right in. First up, the communication challenge. Before we can fix things, we gotta understand why those everyday chats we never used to think twice about can suddenly become so hard and, frankly, so frustrating for everyone involved.
As the disease progresses, think of the brain's processing system as just slowing down. It gets overloaded so much more easily. And that's exactly why our normal way of talking, with all its friendly details and long sentences, can actually start to cause more confusion than comfort.
But here's the good news, and I mean it's really good news. There is a simple fix, a simple shift in speech. This isn't about learning some brand new language, it's just a small but powerful tweak in how you deliver your words.
So what's the secret? It's all about shifting from those long, complex sentences that can feel overwhelming to a brain that's working extra hard and moving towards short, direct sentences. We're talking one single idea at a time. This is how we go from frustrating to connecting.
Okay, so we've got the technique, use shorter sentences, but why does it work so well? Let's take a quick look at what's actually happening inside the brain.
By cutting down the amount of information in each sentence, you're literally giving your loved one's brain a better shot at keeping up. You're meeting them right where they are, which makes it so much easier for them to follow along and respond. And this is absolutely crucial to remember. Speaking simply does not mean speaking coldly. Not at all. It's actually the opposite. The goal is to be clearer and calmer while still being just as warm and loving as you've always been. The warmth isn't in the number of words, it's in your tone.
All right, theory is great, but let's see how this actually works in the real world, putting it into practice. We're going to walk through 4 common everyday examples.
First up, scenario 1. It's time to use the restroom. This is a daily routine that, let's be honest, can sometimes be a real point of stress if it's not handled carefully. Wow, what a difference, right? The don't example is a whole paragraph of reasoning and questions they have to process. But the do, it's just a simple, clear, and kind instruction. It's gentle guidance, not a pop quiz. Okay, next scenario. It's time for lunch, another daily routine that can be made so much smoother with this little communication shift. Did you catch that? The better way starts with a positive sound. And then, and this is so important, it breaks the action into 2 separate steps. That little pause in the middle is everything. It gives their brain a moment to process the first idea before the second one arrives.
All right, scenario 3, going to a doctor's appointment. This one can be really tough because it involves so many different steps, and when you list them all at once, it can feel completely overwhelming.
This is just a perfect illustration of breaking a big activity down into bite-sized pieces. It's 3 simple, single-thought commands, each one followed by a pause. This way, you're guiding them step by step, instead of flooding them with the entire game plan all at once. And for our last one, scenario 4. A visitor has arrived. A social situation like this can be a real joy, but it can also create anxiety if we're not careful. You can just feel the difference here. The don't example feels like a test, It puts them on the spot, which can cause pressure or embarrassment. But the do approach, it just kindly provides the information right up front. It completely removes that pressure to remember and lets them just enjoy the moment. So after going through all those real-world examples, what does this all really boil down to? What's the big takeaway here? It really is this simple. It comes down to these 3 powerful actions. Step 1, use short, direct sentences. Step 2, offer one thought at a time. And step 3, add a warm, positive tone. That's it. That's the whole technique you can start using today. And remember, the goal here isn't just about being understood. It's about reducing the frustration and anxiety for both of you. It's about creating a more supportive, peaceful environment where that connection you have can keep on thriving, even when things are changing. So we'll just leave you with this one thought to carry with you. What if the kindest words are also the simplest? In a journey that can feel so complicated, maybe the clearest path to connection is through simplicity. Thanks for joining us for this explainer. We hope it helps.